I got a new printer. So I did a thing, spent some money, um, and I bought a printer. However, this is not a fancy printer. It's a toy. It's a toy. So I'm going to just put it together and try to use it, and it'll hopefully work. And then I hmm, yeah. So so I got the Easy EasyThreed K9. Basically, this is the cheapest printer that I could find online on AliExpress. I paid like uh, $80 US, including shipping and taxes and everything, which is it's less than a Holland. CHC Pro is about that price. An Orbiter V2 is that price. So this is a complete printer. Um, I've deliberately not looked at anything about this. I didn't even look at the description in the on the page on AliExpress. I just bought it and just thought, hey, I'm gonna have some fun. So this is not serious. This is not a how-to guide or anything. This is not a tutorial. It's just me having fun, uh, not trying not to take things so seriously. So let's open this up and I'll see if I can put it together. All right, nice little box. This is this is tiny, like super tiny. Um, here's a comparison. This is the box for my main board for my Pegasus build. So yeah, this is tiny. Um, SKR Mini for size, I guess. So let's just dig into it. I've just opened this up and make sure that there was something in here, so that didn't get scammed. But I haven't removed anything from the box. So yeah, so we get a tiny piece of filament. Probably not good filament, but I'll try it out. We get something that looks like a bed, talks like a bed. Yep, it's one of those. So it's non-heated. I knew that. Non-heated, but it has one of these super fine mesh build plates. So I'm guessing the default for this is to use a raft. I'll probably just put some blue tape on and or some glue stick. But yeah, that'll work. Power supply. That's not confidence inducing. So that's 12 volts at 2 amps, 24 watts. My filament dryer has more power than that. Um, yeah, that'll have to get replaced at some point. But for what this is, it'll probably be just fine. A little bag of 4 screws and two SD card readers and one SD card. Not sure I want to plug this into anything, but I'll pull my laptop offline and have a look. So it's a 4 gig SD card. Kind of ironic. It says please format the TF card and try again when not printing. So just format it and it'll start working. Sure. USB cable, that's decent at least. Instructions. Yeah, sure. What looks like a spool holder. See, I don't need instructions. I'm a genius. So yeah, spool holder. That's probably good enough. And then let's put this away. I'm surprised at the packaging. This looks actually really nice, packaging-wise. Some nice, like the big bubble wrap. Operation video inside the TF card. That's what it says. Cool. So I'll probably have a look at that. And yeah, this is what we get. So is this, are all the axes identical? It looks to me like they are. Yeah, they are. So there are 3 identical like movement units. So this is one unit. I'm guessing this is just a little motor. So it's a 4-pin motor. I'm hoping that I'll be able to graft into this and use them on something else. So yeah, 3 of these, which are identical, which is probably something that makes this so cheap. If all your assemblies are identical, you can just produce one of them and just put multiple in the packaging. And then the base. So it's a nice little fully plastic base. All the electronics inside. Plug for your power, USB, and the SD card. And it has a little feed and retract slider. So I'm guessing that just changes the mode of some buttons, or yeah, I'll find that out at some point. And then the tool head, which does, let's see, can I take this shroud off? Yes, I can. Ooh, it pivots. That's actually kind of cool. So this little tool head actually looks really good. Single drive extruder. So more like this is more like a 3D pen than a normal hot end. So it looks like a ceramic hot end to me. This will be fun. And a 4010 fan that does both. It ducts. Let's see if I can show you this. So there's a duct here that splits half of it down to do part cooling, and the other half goes to the extruder motor. And the motor of the extruder is connected to this whole metal piece that is kind of a heat sink, I would guess, with a small little bit of PTFE right there. So on first look, I'm going to give this a thumbs up. I don't know how it's going to print, but just from looking at this, it just looks fun. It looks like a functional toy. So I'm gonna change the camera angle a little bit, and then we'll look at assembling this. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly look through these, and then yeah, I'll look through this first. I'll come back to you, and yeah, there's a bigger manual too. It's just the same. Yeah, I'll look through this, and then I'll assemble this. All right, so I have the instructions underneath the camera, so I can see it, and it's telling me to install the y-axis control box. So they call this a control box. No, this is the control box. They call this y-axis, and it should just slide on like that, and lock the screws tightly. So I'll yep, there's a screw right here. I'll get the screws out. I do like this. This is these are handy. I like these. I lose them, but I do like having them. That's one. So install platform. Be sure to lock the screws tightly. Okay, so there's a hole right there for the screw, and then there's a hole here, here, to access that screw. Not sure how easy it's going to be, but I guess there's only one way to find out. So that slides on, and then flip it. I'll grab another screw, and I haven't done this before. This is the first time I'm doing it, so keep that in mind. If I mess up, I'm going to tell you. So I need to reach all the way down there, so I just grab the magnet from my tool bench, and that'll help me get that screw in there. I'm still a little surprised that this uses a 2 amp 12 volts power supply. The 12 volt, that's okay, but the 2 amp, that has me a little bit concerned. I mean, the hot end is tiny, but okay. Let me change the camera situation a little bit. All right. So I'm guessing I'm going to need another screw. And another one of these. So I have my instructions right here. Install the z-axis, and that's going on here. And it looks like it's going this way. Like that, and there's a tiny little screw right there. And this one's going to be tricky. My fingers do not like super fine work. So yeah. This is not the best screwdriver for these screws. The main issue is that the screws are Phillips number 2, but the screwdriver is Phillips number 1. I might as well just I'll just grab a Phillips number 2 instead. Okay, so that's my z-axis, and then install my x-axis, which I'm guessing goes on the z-axis, like this. Well, this is fun. I love this. So far, so good. I'll grab my little magnet, put it on my screwdriver. That'll just help the screw not fall off. And then so it in the instruction it says be sure to lock the screws tightly, but it's screws going into plastic, so I don't want to break it. I'll rather be in the situation where I need to go back and adjust it. So now the hot end, or the tool head. Sorry, my head is in the way. Yeah, so it's the same process of clipping it in and then adding that screw. That's a nice little system. So, yep, one more screw. Okay. So we have a printer. Okay, so filament holder is supposed to go on this one. Like that. Ta-da! That's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this. It's fun. Okay, so page number 3. But it doesn't. So it doesn't actually. Okay, yeah, it does. It connects XYZ motor wires. So Y, that would be this one. Z, that would be that one. Let's see. Let's pull it down over there, down here. And X, that would be that one. Okay. Now that is a fully built printer in like less than, I don't know, 6 minutes, something like that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving this. This is fun. Next page. Insert power cable to power port. The light of print button is on. Okay. Now, is this long enough for my connection point on my desk? Let me go and plug it in. So power is connected to the wall, And I'm guessing that's barely enough, but okay. Oh, we have something happening. So there's a little light on the button right there, and yeah, the tool head fan is running. It's just always running. So I guess that's how they set that up to work. There's a little bit of air coming through. It's better than nothing, I guess. So we need to level the platform. Piece of paper, press the leveling buttons 1, and the head will automatically move to the 1 position. Okay. So there's four buttons right here. Right there, there's 4 buttons. And let's see. Um, Press the leveling buttons 1, and the print head will automatically move to the 1 position. Okay, so there's no end stops, and it's crashing to home itself. Well, it's touching the bed. Okay, um, I'm gonna go through and level this. I'm guessing if I press number 2, it'll let's see. Yep, it's not moving where it should, but okay. And 3 and 4. That's neat. So I'll cut it and just level it. Everyone's seen someone level a printer, so give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've used my piece of paper and leveled everything. So now let's go through the next one. Load filaments. Before feed, you need to make sure there's at least 3 centimeter space between the nozzle and the platform. Press print button hold for 3 seconds and release. The printer head will raise 1 centimeter each time. Okay. Okay, that's functional. Straighten the front end of the filament. Okay, let's grab this little roll of filament. I'm guessing this is PLA, but you never know. Okay. Insert filament into the insert tube until it cannot go further. Yep. And I'm supposed to put this on feed. and the little play button is blinking, which indicates that it's heating up. So it should just automatically feed when it's hot enough. Yeah, it's getting hot, and it's extruding. It's skipping. Oh, it's feeding super super slowly. Oh, I can see some plastic. Let me show you here. Excuse the mess in the background, but that's my workshop for you. So I can now just shift that gear back to the middle position, and it should stop. Yeah. So there's this little lever down here. This guy right there. And if you move it to the left, it feeds. If you move it to the right, it retracts. Neat. Okay, now let's uh, let's have a look at this thing from this angle this time. All right. Not sure if that's PLA or not, but okay. Insert the TF card with G code. Okay. So the TF card came in with a USB reader. It actually came with two of them. Not sure why. And I should be able to just insert that right there. Should I not? Oh, upside down. Yep. Insert the TF card with G code. Yes. And then press the print button, and the light on the print button will start flashing after the printer reads the G code file. Yeah. So let me speed this up. So magic speed. Okay, so it's homing, and it started to print. Now, ideally, I would probably raise that Z offset a little bit, but it's printing. Guess I can't complain about that. So I'll let this print, and then I'll show you some more detail. I'll let it get a couple of layers in first. So it's currently making its raft, and it's it's well, you can see what it's doing. It's jumping on the first layer lines. Um, yeah, it's going to stick really really well to this build plate. But I'm gonna let it print and finish, and I'll show you the end result. So I'm just sitting here watching, and it's printing. there's something there. So there's a lot of improvements to be made, but it's a functional printer for $80 shipped and taxed and everything. I'm I wasn't expecting this to just work first try like this. I'm surprised, I have to say. So I'm gonna let this finish, and then I'll show you all the things that needs to be addressed. Um, yeah, it's a couple of things. Hopefully you can see that. Print quality isn't fantastic, but it's there at least. Ta-da! So first print is done. It's not looking fantastic, but it's a printed thing. Um, so as far as that goes, it passes. It's a printed thing. Um, yeah, let's hope I can focus on that. I mean, it's not fantastic. No, is it horrible? No. Um, could this print some small useful things and knickknacks? Definitely. Hey, look at that. It just comes right off. Yep. So I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm going to figure out. I'm going to make a profile for Cura, and I'll print a speed benchy to have a baseline, and then I'm going to start looking at what I can improve. I'm gonna grab the camera and just show you a few things, like that needs to be fixed. Ooh. Graft comes off perfectly. So this comes with a Cura profile, so I'll probably just port that over to Orca Slicer. And yeah, I have some plans for improvements to be done down the line, but right now I just want to see what this can do. Um, I'll probably do a full upload a video of just the speed benchy, and I'll have that as a baseline. So first thing that I noticed is right here. I'm not sure if this is hard to film, but there's a lot of play. Well, there's a lot of play in all of the joints. So that's everything. So there's no actual bearings in these right here. There's no bearings. It's just this plastic running on the metal rod. And just by looking at this, I think I'm going to be able to just pull the rods out and then pull that thing out and then make some sort of bearing. I can do a printed PLA bearing. That would be better. 'Cause that, yeah, that's not going to print great, and all of the everything is like that. So I can improve a lot just by either redesigning this part or just add some sort of bearings right there. So I'll start looking into that first, and I think that's going to be my first thing to do with this. But yeah, this will be a video series that I'm going to do when I have the time and energy to do it. So don't expect this to be something that'll be updated often. This is purely for me to have fun. As soon as this gets too serious, or uh, if I get frustrated, then I'll stop. But yeah, I'm loving this thing so far. Um, it's just it's so tiny and fun. I keep saying fun because that's what this is all about. It's fun. So yeah, that's the um, the EasyThreed K9. Um, I hope you like that this video. Like I said, this won't be like a regular thing. I'll make videos on this when I feel like it. So don't expect too much, but I'm going to do have some fun with this. I have some plans on how to really make this overkill, but this is a long term thing. So yeah. Uh, so for clarity, I bought this with my own money. Um, I did contact EasyThreed a couple of months ago to ask them for a printer for this, but no response. But so yeah, this is my own project. I'm just having fun. I keep saying that word fun. I guess that's what it is. So yeah, um, I need to get back to building the Pegasus down there. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. So hope you like it. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you.